this is Gilgamesh. I want to talk about this. I saw this yesterday called Whistle. What this is supposed to be, it's called the Aztec Death Whistle. And the thing about this movie is, when I saw the trailer, I said, okay, it looks like a decent slasher film with the idea that you blow this death whistle is going to lead to your death if you blow it. That's why I think they called it the Aztec Death Whistle. Well, here's the thing. I wanted to actually like this movie a lot. And for the most part, it works. But the problem was the main actress in this movie is not very likable. Her character's, not a very likable person. Really isn't. I mean, her cousin here, this guy, he's likable. And I didn't realize, that was Nick Frost. But for her being the main character, she's just not good. Yeah. And essentially the movie begins where we're at a basketball. I mean, these actors are all obviously way too old to be in high school. They look like they're in their 20s playing high school students. I thought they were in college. And essentially they're playing basketball at this high school, and one of the players, he starts to see something, and then he starts freaking out. He shoots, and they win the game. He goes in the shower. This is and essentially, he dies. Yeah. That's the beginning of the movie. Then 3 months later, they do this every time they skip months. And we meet the main, Chris. Okay, and she's moved in with her cousin, and we find out that she actually explains at one point why, she's living with her cousin because she was a drug addict. She overdosed. Her dad was getting her to the hospital, and the drunk driver hit them, killing her father, and she had overdosed, which means she was technically dead. And she came back from the dead. Yeah, her father was trying to save her, and it got him killed by a drunk driver. Okay, she's not a very likable character. Her cousin is. The actor playing her cousin plays Rel Tyler. Yeah, he's a nerd in the movie, and he has this comic book character he really looks up to. That and it's the kills are good. It's what loses it to me, took me out, and I kept thinking about this, is the part where, I'll just say it, where the main character, and I think that's her right here. Yeah, they decided to put these two, make them lesbians. I kid you not. Yeah, why did we need that in a movie? Oh, representation. Oh, yeah, the old woman. There's an old woman who's the aunt of the character who dies at the beginning. They bring her the death whistle. And she explains what it is, and basically, she tells them not to blow it. Don't blow it. And basically, if you do, it brings death. They misunderstood the interpretation of it saying it'll bring death. No, it brings your death. And if you blow it, you're screwed. You'll wish you weren't. And what happens if, then maybe you should have wished that you were never born. And so, and if you blow the thing, basically, what happens is everybody's born. We have a death exists. Our death exists. Each individual. That's according to this movie. I'm not giving much away. And so, if you blow the whistle by yourself, you will see your death. And then it doesn't matter what time period it is. Your death will find you and make you die according to the way you were supposed to die. Okay. So, we have characters die. One character just kind of dies what looks like old age. I'm not going to say which one, but some of the kills are really good. And then it's the contrived ending. There's a point where they go back because, they go to a party, and I'm trying to think of who it is. It's her she blows the death whistle while they're all together. It's her. Oh no, he's this Noah guy who's a drug dealer. Yeah, yeah. Okay, he's there. This is his girlfriend. Oh yeah, he likes her. They apparently become a thing in the movie, and so they're all together. When she blows the whistle, that basically, and it's a high pitched sound. Yeah, it was very loud. So essentially, the woman, they go back and she's on her deathbed. The old woman, this woman right here, she explains there's one way to save yourself. If you see your death, take your blood and touch someone else with your blood, and it'll save your life. Okay, so each of them see their death. It lets them know that it's coming for them. And there's a point where one of the characters decides he's going to save himself by doing exactly what she said. Use his blood to push past this death on to someone else. And so, yeah. But the way they resolve everything is stupid. She's not a likable character. This character, I couldn't stand. She's very depressing. She's not, it's like, why would you want to get in a relationship with somebody who literally hates herself because she blames herself for her dad's death, which kind of is her fault. And yeah, for a protagonist, she sucks. It's not her, I think it's the script made her very unlikable, while her cousin here, and if he's in high school, that's another problem I have. They're all supposed to be in high school, yet they all are obviously way older than high school. And how does her cousin have a house? Where's his parents? We never see him. That's another thing. Is that she comes to live with her cousin. Yeah. And he's got a home. Yeah, right here. Sky Yang, that's his name. But yeah, he plays her cousin Rail. And we never see the parents. The only time we see any parents is with really his. Like when he's home, he comes home drunk a lot of the time. And yeah, there's a whole mess. Yeah, I'm not going to give much away about what happens to some of these characters, but yeah. But the ending took me out of the movie. It kept bugging the shit. The way that they solved this movie was contrived. So I'm going to say this. The ending took me out of the movie. Because and I'm saying, when they take these two characters who have nothing in common, first of all, she tells her what happened to her father, and then she decides to kiss her, and at first she seems off. Oh no, they make out. They decide to make out. Yeah. So we're going to force a lesbian. Oh my God. The lesbian scene is so lazy. The whole ending is shite. Of course, they signed for a sequel, and this movie has not turned a profit. I mean, for what it cost, I don't know what it cost. It's like I said, 40 million. I think this movie cost 40 million. I don't know where they spent the money. So maybe it was on the whistle, because the whistle is the best part about this movie. The deaths are good. I mean, they're actually the deaths are, for the most part, except for one, are fantastic. Two are really, really gruesome. Yeah, I won't say who they are, because if I were to really go into this, then I would give, the ending away. And I'll say this could have worked, but I could not stand her character. She had this constant obnoxious, like, look at her face. That's what she looked like throughout the movie. It's like, oh, please smile. He's really great. I like this. He's really good. He's great as the, like, the youth pastor and drug dealer. He's actually good, even though he's a drunk I'm saying it. They're all supposed to be high school students, but they're literally adults posing as kids, and it's just like, wow, you can tell they're adults. Nick Frost, yeah. But yeah, look at them. None of these are kids. They're all goddamn fucking adults posing as children. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you could tell they're all in their 20s. You got him drinking and I think he drinks in the movie too. I'm like, you're adults driving a car drunk off your ass, which is terrible to do. Um, and of course, yeah, and yeah, I'm like, I wanted to really enjoy. I mean, like I said, some of the kills were really good. They're like, yeah, but this movie has such a lazy, contrived ending. I was just disappointed with it. I really was. I, the ending took me. I kept being bugged by this fucking goddamn ending. Okay, fuck it. Spoilers. I'm gonna say it. What bugs me about this fucking goddamn movie is they're told by this woman before she dies, that the way to save yourself is to basically take your blood when you see your death, because death comes. Everybody has a death, and basically, when you see your death, what you do is you cut yourself and you give your blood. You put your blood on someone else to save yourself. So we get to the point where Rail here finds out how he's going to die. Each one of them knows how they're going to die. They see their death, and okay, I'm going to spoil some things. Mike here, I mean, this guy, what's his name? Let me go back to the cast down here. Is that, I'm trying to remember, okay, Swelby. Okay, he's Dean. Dean likes to drink and drive. So in the movie, when he sees his death is he died in a horrible car wreck. Yeah, we can tell that. The teacher dies of lung cancer. Oh yeah, because he blew the whistle by himself. His death is he dies of lung, and it makes him age. Oh yeah, the way you die in the movie at the beginning, the kid in the bathroom dies in the shower. Yeah, he gets set on fire. Because he died in a fire, so his death comes to get him and basically sets him afire and then ages him. So he looks like the age that when he dies. They figured this out, that when your death comes for you, it comes from your future to come kill you. And so right here, her death looked like she was an old woman. Yeah. So it basically sucks the life out of her, makes her die as an old woman. Kid you not. Yeah, we got a drug dealer here. A jerk. Okay. So then she sees herself, after this idiot blew the whistle, that when they're all at the party, she sees hers in a tree and starts freaking out. Sky realizes what's going to happen. He's going to get killed in a grinder, one of those that they grind up cars in. And he dies like in a car wreck. And she will have a diabetic seizure that will kill her. She dies of a drug overdose like she did when she explained what happened to her father. Okay, so this is absolutely... Okay, so Sky decides he's going to kidnap the drug dealer. He does, takes him to the junkyard because he's going to feed him to the grinder so he can save himself. By taking his blood, he cuts himself and he's going to put it on. This is what pissed me about, what took me out of the fucking movie and bugged me for the rest of the fucking thing, was his cousin, this bitch, and her show up and tell him not to do it. You don't want to be a murderer. So he doesn't do it, and then they watch him get ground up in the air by the very thing that's going to kill him because his death shows up. He wanted to save his ass for this fucker. Okay, so he gets ground into oblivion. Then her death, they decided to kill her. Yeah, they're going to kill, they lock him, okay. So they make her overdose on insulin. Yes. And then she's dying. She's dead. She dies. Okay, we see her death trying to kill her, and she does actually die. And then basically he breaks in and shoots Sophie. Okay, shoots her. No, her right here. So Alyssa is. Let's find her. Okay, this would be Grace Bowen, I think. Alyssa's, okay, that's her. Yeah, Allie, I guess that's what, yeah. Shoots her, she gets shot, and she's bleeding out, and then, I kid you not, she comes back from the dead. Somehow. Yeah. She's able to wake up because she says a nickname for a flower that she gave her out of the blue. Oh yeah, they're lesbians now. Okay. So then she's bleeding out and this douchebag touches the blood, allowing him to die, saving her. I'm not joking. This fucking movie decided not let him live. This unlikable bitch gets to cause the death of her father, die, and then come back while her cousin gets killed. The guy that was actually a likable motherfucker dies for this fucking worthless piece of shit and this bitch. And I call her worthless because she wants to be in a relationship with a woman who admits to causing overdosing and getting her dad killed. So this bitch gets to live so that this fucker, he dies when he could have killed him off, saved his ass. Then they could have worked together, done this. This is how this movie should have gone. He gets rid of him. Then they go ahead and kill her off and then bring her back and then do the same thing to her, bring her back. They beat death. No, they let him get killed for no fucking reason, which, fuck this movie, so that this junkie bitch and her fucking lesbian girlfriend can be together. Then they set up a sequel. What happens? The same blocker, a new girl goes, opens it, finds the thing, and I did not know this at the time, that here's how, and I walked out when I saw, I was so... Yeah, and apparently, 3 months. This movie has a 3-month period of everything. Oh, and they're happy. She has apparently had 3 months to get over, and they don't even cry over the death of her cousin, who let her live with her. Yeah. And apparently blows the whistle at a school, which I walked out at that point. I didn't know there was. So this idiot, who is unlikable as shit as Chris, watches her cousin get ground in the air and dies, doesn't shed one fucking tear for this likable fucker in real. No, she and her girlfriend get to be had. She got a new lesbian hairdo. Yeah, they're happy together. There's no sense of loss in this movie when somebody dies. No, except for at the beginning after, when she shows up to the school and gets the horse. That's what they name him, horse. Locker, one kid basically is upset because it's, Dean. Dean is upset at this. Who's Dean? That's the black guy. Yeah, Dean's upset because essentially his friend at the beginning of the movie died, burned alive in a shower, which they think is nothing to worry about. Yeah, and a principal and a teacher who didn't ever show, they didn't think it was odd how when they found his body, he had no hair and he had lung cancer, which he didn't show, like he had lung cancer. That's how he dies. His death kills him. His hair falls out from lung cancer. Yeah, and so I'm like, yeah, the deaths, like I said, are good, but this whole thing is just ends in stupid. Yeah. So they find this, instead of letting her cousin survive, and Real was going to save himself by getting rid of the drug dealer. Yeah, and they make out for some reason. Oh my God, yeah, she blames herself for her dad right here. And then they make out. It's like, yeah, he wants to save himself by killing off the drug dealer. Oh, and they say, don't do that. You don't want to be a murderer. Bitch, she wants to live. But of course, these two fucking idiots get him killed. And they're acting like everything's normal. The ending of this movie absolutely was a pile of shit. I'm not joking. I want to ruin this thing because I was so stuck on the fucking end of this fucking movie. It just ruined the whole movie. The movie is good till we get to Real wants to save himself by getting rid of the drug dealer, by cutting himself and putting his blood on him. So his death, he survives, but his cousin convinced him not to, and they watch him die, and they don't even bat an eye at that. And they're smiling happy like everything's fine after 3 months. Yeah. You killed your cousin and you're fine with it because you killed your dad. No wonder she's happy with murdering people because she's killed her, like she said, she killed her father. She caused the death of her father. This bitch, this character was such a piece of shit. She caused her dad to die of a car accident. Yeah, right here. She caused, the death. Yeah. Yeah, she caught. Yeah, realized that she basically knew she caught right here. Her father died in a car crash while trying to rush her to the hospital, for which, yeah, you are to blame. She died of a drug overdose. She had overdosed. Her dad tried to save her and got her killed. She acts like everything's fine. I'm not joking. This, at the end of the movie, she's like, her cousin gets ground up in the air by an invisible grinder, and these two fucking sacks of shit act like everything's fine. Fuck this character. Fuck this movie. I wanted it to like it. More I think about that ending, it just took me completely out of the fucking movie. It ruined the movie. Now that ending shit. I just wanted to say that. Don't. You can see this one's on share if you want, but this movie, the ending ruins the whole movie. I saw the ending coming. I figured, oh, the moment they reveal she's a lesbian now, she gets to live while somebody else is going to die. Yeah. So, fuck this movie. This is Gilgamesh. I will talk to you later. Bye.